Alright, so this is something I've always wanted to do. It's a book haul video to go along with my blog, the Book Graveyard blog spot, and I don't know, it's maybe cool, maybe lame, I don't know. So we start off here. I got this first grouping of books at Bell Book and Comic, which is in Dayton, Ohio. They were having a dollar warehouse sale. So everything in this group we actually picked up for $1. When I say we, I mean me and my wife. So the first is this Gardner Fox, Kothar and the Demon Queen. I'm just going to go through these really fast because there's a bunch, so I'm probably not going to say too much on them, but got this Isabel, Paperback from Hell, Want. This is a UK edition. It's first pressing, first edition pressing, whatever. The Long Nightmare. Got the first Casca, Barry Sadler. You know, I'd had a couple of these books before I realized that he was the guy who sang that Green Beret song. So that's pretty cool. Got this trippy Blue Star here. Tales of a Parallel World. Look at that. Oh yeah, 60s trippiness. A collection of tarot card inspired short stories. Very cool. Year of Consent. Some paranoid near future technological fallout, it looks like. The second Avon Fantasy Reader. Robert Block, Robert E. Howard. So many books with these ladies on the ground and a dude standing there fighting or doing something. This is a Zodiac inspired Gothic horror. That's pretty rad. This one was amazing to come by. This is a UK edition of the Silver John series by Manly Wade Wellman. Yeah, I don't know, I can't believe that this was in there. You know, these are hard to find, the American editions, let alone the UK ones. Very cool. Got this Blade. Time-traveling spy series. I have yet to read one, but I learned about it on the Paperback Warrior podcast. Speaking of Kyric, I found the first Kyric Warlock Warrior. So that was pretty rad. Another Gardner F. Fox. I got a lot of his books this go around. Another Blade. Pearl of Patmos. Love these 70s-ish type borders they got going on here. Got a Robert E. Howard, Solomon Kane, Hills of the Dead. I have a couple of these. I don't think I have this one. They have posters in them. Let's see. Here the front cover is a fold out. There we go. Lady on the ground. These poor ladies. Doomsday Warrior. Some men's adventure like post-apocalyptic type stuff. Paperback Warrior also did an episode of their podcast on the writer Stacy, who's actually two people, and it was really interesting. And you should go check it out, because apparently the one guy was like a punk rock dude, like a bisexual punk rock guy, just who you would not expect writing this kind of stuff. So I thought that was really interesting. Another men's adventure type thing, hijacking Die Hard thing going on here. Another UK edition of a book I already owned, but it's the first in the Raven series. Yeah, naked lady sell books. Outlaw Gore. This is the number 2, volume 2. All I can think of is the movie and the Mystery Science Theater riffing of it. Good stuff. False Idols. It's a Fawcett horror book. I don't know, a lot of this stuff is like sci-fi horror crossover. Altered Ego. I had a beat up copy of this, so I found this nice one here for $1. Another Gardner F. Fox, Warrior of Larn, sci-fi fantasy. Another Gardner F. Fox. This one's a Fawcett Gold Medal. One Sword for Love. I don't know. It's kind of it reminds me of like the 1930s, 40s Robin Hood movie with. I don't know. They seem to make a bunch of those movies around this time that was looked just like this, and yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have got it if it wasn't that author and the Fawcett Gold Medal, but it is $1, so I don't know if it sucks. Maybe I'll trade it in later. I thought this one looked really cool. Looked like the Ralph Bashki, like the Hobbit, where he draws over the live action. I thought it kind of looked like that artwork. I'd never heard of this publisher either. So, yeah, I don't know. Look cool. I have no idea what this is. It says that she's a spy, but what's going on here? It's like fantasy, and there's a Minotaur. I don't know. It's rad. I definitely want to read that soon. Figure out what it is. The wife likes to collect nonfiction old occult books, and we found this Power Through Witchcraft here. Goes for some money online. Not that matters, but 13 Horrors of Halloween. Writers who usually don't write horror, doing short story horror. This was a series that I have been reading, the War of the Wizard trilogy, kind of a generic name, but I really enjoyed the first one, and it's kind of like a Sonya novel, female warrior, kicks ass, female Conan, sort of. Red Sonya. Couldn't think of it for some reason. Sonya something. Got a better version of Lord of Blood. Mine was really beat to hell. Got a bunch of these Raymond Chandlers. Whenever I see Raymond Chandler, it's always like this lame, like hardcover, just really generic. So I was pretty excited to find these with like nice painted images. It's like in a different style too, that you don't always see. Yeah, I like that font. Long Goodbye. We just found that on VHS the other day. Yeah, we collect VHS too. And records. Old Nintendo games. 87th Precinct. Oh, wait, this is from a different store. Is that the last of the... Oh, no, wait, here's the... Oh, my God. There's still, like, a ton more from Bellbook and Comic. I'll speed it up. Invisible Man. Always wanted that. This one looked really funny. It's a time travel adventure with black supremacists and a white supremacist. I don't know, I guess they're racing back through time to try to change it for each other's own benefit, each of their own. Witch Queen of Loch Lan. I got this because it had a shark on it. Carissa the Vestal Virgin. Vestal. Slaves of the Empire. I don't know. It looks sleazy, but I mean, it's Valentine, so I don't know how sleazy it could be. Moana, just had a cool cover. I guess it's a movie. I never heard of it, but I don't know. Cover was cool. Marrakesh, sort of like Middle East kind of adventure. I like that stuff. Wrinkle in Time, pretty sure I was supposed to read this in school, but I never did anything in school, so now I got my chance. You know, famous cover. I think they recently found out who the artist was. I can't remember now, but I'm sure if you look it up, you can find it. Survival adventure on the mountain. She's not on the ground, but she might as well be. Dr. Sin, I don't know. Arrow, this old British pirate book. This is 10 from Infinity. I love these Monarch books. They are the Paperback, the book company that Charlton Comics did. And I think they all look very Twilight Zone covers. So I'm always on the lookout for these. Dr. Palfrey, kind of like a Doc Savage, but look at that cover right there. That's amazing. That alone is worth it. Where is the Bird of Fire? This guy, Thomas Burnett Swan, wrote Day of the Minotaur. I have all edition of that. It's very, very rad. Black Flame. I'm not really sure. Just a cool cover. Time Twister, sci-fi, parallel universe, right? I don't know. I don't usually collect sci-fi too often, but I don't know. You find them a lot of time for pretty cheap. There's like such an abundance of them that it's easy to just kind of grab them. And I usually go for the horror type ones, or sometimes a cool doll cover. Got a few of these, the Scorpio series, sorry, yeah, I don't know, it's okay, sci-fi's okay. There's a lot of bad, I've read a couple bad ones, and I'm just soured on it at the moment. This fantasy, manly fantasy here is this, oh yeah, Manly Wade Wellman, well, there you go, look at that. That's rad. That's good stuff. Bandersnatch. I think this is like a futuristic a novel of the terrifying future. Look at these colors though. Wow, that's great. That is cool right there. So yeah, that looks really, that's the kind of sci-fi I enjoy. I usually buy books with cats on them, so you probably see a lot of those. Andre Norton is a lady, by the way, in case you didn't know. Was. I'm sure she's dead by now. Bombs in Orbit. I've started to collect these war type books. I don't know why. It's not really my thing, but black is the color. Oh, this is a terrifying trip through the soul jazz clubs, bizarre sex clubs, and sinister voodoo clubs of London's seething Soho scene. Oh man, that just sounds amazing. She, Egyptian. That's like a iconic cover though. This one's weird. The Weird Stone of Brigginsingamagan. Fantastic novel in the Tolkien tradition. It's like a nightmare. Chaos. Sounds like an old punk band name. John Jakes, The Planet Wizard, Sword and Sorcery. Green Rain. Here's one that I've seen a bunch of times, but I never actually bought it. But I was like, you know what? Maybe today's the day. I love spy books. They put James Bond on the cover, and we'll give it a shot. That penny. This looks like some 70s sleazy sci-fi here. El Spraga de Camp. Dark World Detective. I used to have a subscription to the magazine of fantasy and science fiction, and they always had short stories that were kind of like this, like a private detective sci-fi crossover. Night of Delusions. This I thought this artwork reminded me of the comic Dead World, like that horror comic. So yeah, that's why I got it. It looked pretty horrific. It's like a 1984 type book. I think it's famous, but I've yet to read it, so not sure. This looked silly. It made me laugh in the store, and then I brought it home, and I was like, why the fuck did I buy this? So yeah, I guess we got the Platypus of Doom. It's another John Jakes, and a lot of his fantasy, sci-fi hybrid. It's kind of Frankenstein-y. I thought these looked pretty cool. I've never seen these before. The E. Hoffman Price, it's kind of like Asian fantasy, Asian-inspired fantasy. I doubt E. Hoffman Price is Asian himself, but I don't know. Just look cool. I definitely like the Asian setting. This is a collection of stories from Black Mask magazine. Got The Last Quarry, Max Allan Collins. I don't usually buy the new reissue books. I like to find the real ones, and there's just so much out there that I don't feel like I need to buy a reissue. There's just so many old books to read. But I really do like the Quarry series, and this was a new book written for this, right? So, yeah. You got it. This is the way you gotta have it. I got a bunch of laser books. I always grab these when I see them, so just kind of filling in what I didn't have. two of these. Whoops. That's what happens when it's a crazy giant warehouse and everything's $1 and you just grab a box and you just start throwing stuff in. You really don't think about it too much. You know, I just kind of like look at the book maybe like 3 seconds and decide whether I wanted it or not. Throw it in there. Yeah, here's the last stack from the Belgian comic. I got some Edgar Rice Burroughs. Fu Manchu. Another Gardner F. Fox. Madam Buccaneer. That's pretty cool. Pirate female star. Probably didn't see that too often back in the day. I love this series, but I only have the American version, so I found this UK one. So this is the second one of the series, the Vikings. I have all the other ones, the US editions. This is a UK Alistair MacLean. Cool. And then I got 4 more, but they're the US versions. I always see these in used bookstores, but usually the only time I buy them is if they're in like a big sale like this, where it's cheap. So that is all for Bell Book and Comic. So up next is books I got from our local half-price books, which is in Beaver Creek, Ohio, and it's actually the best half-price books I've ever been to. Usually they kind of, I don't know, they're all hit and miss, you know. I'm surprised they really have any good books at all, because they give you nothing for trade. I took one box in there once, and that was the last time. So here's a Judge D mystery. I reviewed a different one of these on my blog, so I won't go into it, plus there's too many books, but this is cool old ancient Asian type detective mystery. I got this UK Man with the Golden Gun. This is a spy, Fawcett, this is Fawcett, right? Yeah, Fawcett Gold Medal. Spy book, always. Max Allan Collins. It's like a 90s looking here. Tour. I've been really into baseball-centered books for some reason lately, and my wife found this baseball-centered horror book called Child's Play. 3 strikes and you're out. Forever. Oh man, this looks so awesome. I definitely want to read that soon. And then we got this 50 Cent Harlequin nurse romance book. And this is from the Bookery in Fairborn, Ohio, which is this great place that is like, has old pulps and comics, but it's all like hand-picked stuff. There's no filler. There's not a lot of like mainstream stuff, I guess. Even though some of it is mainstream, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But they do have a small collection of paperbacks. I got this Gothic here. I like reading Gothics, and you know, they all have great covers. But I thought that she looked like a black female here, black lady, and I thought that was kind of interesting. That you don't usually see that. So I don't know. I definitely wanted to pick it up. This is some porn type Asian sleaze. The Love Pagoda. Got a Fawcett Gold Medal, Wade Miller, Devil May Care. Big Shot, Cop That Goes Crooked. This is a Sleazy, The Hustler. I love how they made him look like Alan Ladd here. She was only a harlot. with a high price tag. Poor lady. Another fossil gold medal. This is where I get most of my fossil gold medals from the bookery. They seem to have a bunch of them. Yeah, there's just so many to choose from, and they all look awesome. And just, so, you know, the crime ones especially. Obviously, like, you know, that one, like Gardner F. Fox, where it looked like Robin Hood. Not as cool, but... Alright, so up next we go to Cleveland, and this is a bunch of hardcovers that I got at a place called the Paper Peddler, which is this weird little tiny room of a bookstore. But they had some pretty decently priced hardcovers here. These mysteries. Running out of room. It's cool. I got this paperback Day of the Triffids, but I really love that cover there. That is awesome. So we got that. Yeah, each of these are like a couple bucks. I absolutely love this cover. Wake of the Red Witch. This is so fucking manly. This dude stabbing each other, flower girl, naked lady, fighting the savages. Just look at this guy, huh? Oh man, that's awesome. I got this Hammond Ennis boat wreck ship. Along with baseball, I've really been into these sea books for some reason. Got this Noir here, Operation Terror. Lady's forced to help this guy rob the bank. Oop. Widow's Web. Pretty cool. This is a terrible cover, but it's Donald Westlake. It looks like Schoolhouse Rock. Looks so shitty, dude. It looks like hippie shit. But, I don't know. Donald Westlake, right? So, we got it. The Last Escape. This is like a noir prison break. This guy, from what I remember reading this, oh shit, synopsis. Yeah, he breaks out of prison and goes to town, and there's a cop after him. I really love Simenon's Maigret, or Maigret, as we say in Ohio. I love these Maigrets. I collect these hardcover. I collect all of them. I mean, any Maigret I see, I get. So, got a bunch. I got all the ones they had, which was cool because I didn't have any of these. So yeah, added more Maigrets to my collection. Then we went to, my wife wanted to go to the Buckland Witchcraft Museum. And they actually had a sidewalk sale of books. So she got some more nonfiction occult books here. This book on ESP. Very cool. I think that stuff's interesting. I used to collect occult books when I was like early 20s. Not so much anymore, but I think it's fascinating. You know, I'm glad that she's into it. It's cool to see it again. They also had these 2 James Bond books that I got at the witch store. It's pretty cool. I had these, but mine are really beat up, so I got better copies. The Miz Squad. It looks like a comedy, 70s, 60s, kitschy kind of deal. And this, I was very excited. Only paid $5. It's book 1. The Dungeons and Dragons kind of choose your own adventure type series. Yeah, man, they have some of these at my local half-price books, and they're like $50. And it's like, man, go fuck yourself. $50. Let's see here. This is a stack from the Book Brothers in Cleveland. It's this nice shop where it's also like hand-picked stuff. It's all like he's got like Arkham hardcovers and stuff, and you know they cost like $50, but we're kind of cheap too. So I like the paperbacks mostly. So we got this vampire collection here, paperback. This occult, Hand of Cain. Very cool. Got this Lovecraft Biography. By the way, we collect lots of Lovecraft books, so you'll probably see a bunch of them. And Robert E. Howard books. Hand of Cain. This is part 2 of The Moon of Skulls. Part 2, or the continuation, I guess. I love the Cain character. He's actually my favorite. I like Cormac McArt. He's up there too, but he didn't have a lot of stories, so. But I think they're all better than Conan. I don't know why Conan blew up, but it's very cool. Panther UK, Horror in the Museum, H.P. Lovecraft. And then we got this other edition of it. Yeah, that's right. Same book, but a different edition. Because we have some other of this series. Actually, we have another of the UK one too, the Panther. And this is Philip Kerr, Pale Criminal. This is a private detective in Nazi Germany. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we got so these are from Max Books in Cleveland. They had the most paperbacks of the stores in Cleveland we went to. A lot of the stores just had the hardcovers, but so 87th Precinct is McBain. Got a Gothic here. Love the purples, purple Gothics. Witch's House. They're all kind of witchy, huh? I'm a big fan of the late 80s, early 90s thriller and the 80s erotic thriller movies and the serial killer stuff. Not real serial killers. I don't like real crime, but the fiction. And this is just, wow, this looks so fucking awesome. And we got this collection of Gothic horror, a faucet gold medal. Or a faucet at that. And then this sci-fi here, Torture Machine. And I think that is it. Oh, I forgot that I got these 2 hardcovers at the Bell Book and Comic sale. So these were $2 on $1. The Entity and Dark Companions by Ramsey Campbell. Then I also got this Shadow book at the Antique Mall. Those places are usually so overpriced, but I think this is only like $1 or $2. So yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.